Today is Monday, October 28th, and today is finally the day that my account closed above 90K. And so that means this week I was up 4.5%. I was up 12% for the month. Past 3 months, almost 30%. Year to date, 61%. Past year, 106%. And of course, all time, just around 94%. And year to date, this is when the NASDAQ is only returning 22%, while I have 61% year to date. And most of this, of course, is riding on the coattails of Robinhood that has been on an absolute tear recently. Let's see the percentage change. Yeah, up 3% today because I believe they announced they're going to have election betting on the platform. Now, I haven't seen it yet, and I really hope they drop it soon so I can actually see how it changes the look and feel of the app. But as you all know, the one feature that I am still waiting on is tax lots. Like, I know I'm being super annoying constantly mentioning tax lots, but like, come on. Now, I don't know much about programming or the technical side of all these financial apps, but how hard could it be to just make the average cost section right here where it says 1034, like for my average cost in Robinhood? How hard could it be to just turn that into a button that I click and I can actually see all of the lots? Because I'm so tired of having Robinhood like pick and choose which lots they want to sell for me. For example, this lot I sold right here, it sold off my shares that I bought at $2.64. Those were the lots that I actually wanted to keep on Honest. But of course, Robinhood doesn't let me sell specific tax lots yet, so I just got to take what they give me. But guys, please, come on, tax lots, please. Like, I'm begging you. Now, some of you guys may have already noticed that I do have a new position here on the screen. And yes, it is Google. I put $5,000 of margin into it. And I know I'm kind of extending myself a little bit too much here, but I am really confident on Google's earnings. And it was one of the big tech stocks that I did want to own just because I really like YouTube. And I think Waymo is going to be a great success. And like they have so many other businesses that I just can't list all off the top of my head. But yeah, Google, it's been beaten down. The whole antitrust thing, I think, is a little bit too overblown. And even if they force Google to break up, I think they're just going to divest. Like, they'll probably spin off Waymo, keep a little bit of equity right within Waymo and just have that as like a separate stock trading. And they'll probably spin off like maybe YouTube, and that'll be like its own little streaming play. But I'm not too convinced that they're going to break apart Google, because that would only make all of the other big tech companies even more of monopolies, if that makes any sense, right? Like, Waymo is competing with Tesla, and Android with all of Google's smartphones, that's competing with Apple. YouTube, of course, is competing with Netflix and all the other streaming giants. And of course, it competes with Meta. And so breaking up Google would only strengthen every other big tech and make it that much more of a monopoly. And so I put $5,000 into it. I'm looking for an earnings pop, and I'll probably cash out just because I've extended myself a little bit too much with margin. I had to pull $5,000 more just to buy this lot of Google. And so if there is an earnings pop, I'll go ahead, cash in. And if it actually goes down on earnings, I'll have to see from there, but I'm not expecting it to go down too much.